Dear friends, I myself, Dr. Bharat Parab, discussing quadrilaterals, types or kinds of quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral has total 10 parameters or elements as we call it. This is a quadrilateral, that is, it contains four sides. It contains four sides, four angles, and two diagonals. These are the four sides S1, S2, S3, S4. Then four angles A1, A2, A3, A4, and two diagonals D1, D2. Okay. Very important kinds of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral are classified into three types in the beginning on the properties that they contain, that is trapezium, kite, and parallelogram. And parallelogram is again classified into three more classes like rectangle, square, and rhombus. We see one by one that the properties of this. This is a trapezium. We start with this and see these are what are the properties of trapezium. They are given here. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. See, this and this is parallel. Red lines are parallel. Okay, and that is the only property of trapezium. Okay, for angle there is no rule. For diagonals there is no rule as such. Okay, so this is trapezium. Remember only this. Then kite. Second class is kite or second kind is kite. What are the properties of the kite? See, adjacent sides are equal. That means this is equal to this. These are two adjacents, and this is equal to this. Okay, this is about sides. We are really talking about sides first, then angles, then diagonals. Always we have kept the series that we will talk about sides first, then angles, then diagonals. Okay, so I'm talking about the sides. The adjacent sides are equal. Okay, got it? Now angles. Only one pair of opposite angle opposite to longer diagonal are equal. That means there are two diagonals. This angle and this angle, they are equal. These are not equal. Okay, this is a diagonal, is a longer diagonal, and the angles opposite to this longer diagonal. Remember that. Okay, these are equal. Okay, and what about diagonals? The property of diagonal is they intersect each other at a right angle, and longer diagonal, this is longer, bisects these two. That means distance from here to here is equal to distance from here to here. Okay, so it divides it into two parts, equal two parts. Okay, so remember these properties of kite. You may have to use it for solving the examples. Okay, so diagonals intersect each other at right angle, and longer diagonal bisects shorter one. Okay, got it? So we'll move ahead. And now parallelogram. Okay, these are the properties of parallelogram, and these are the special examples of parallelogram. We will see the common properties of parallelogram about sides. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. See, these are the opposite sides. They are parallel. This is parallel to this, and they are equal. That means this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. Okay, that is about sides. What about angles? Opposite angles are equal. These. Okay, you are talking about angles. This is equal to this, and this angle is equal to this. Okay, and diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. That means they distance from here to here is equal to distance from here to here, and for this diagonal and for this diagonal this is one part, that is half, and this is another half. Okay, that is the meaning of bisect each other. Okay, so this is a parallelogram. Then particular type of parallelogram is rectangle, square, and rhombus. They carry all these properties, but something special after these properties. Okay, so let us see what is rectangle. Properties of rectangle: opposite sides are equal and parallel, that is there. Opposite angles are right angles. They are not only equal, but opposite angles are right angles. In fact, all the angles are right angles. Okay, this is right angle, this is right angle. So that is additional. And what about diagonals? Diagonals bisect each other. Of course, in this also they bisect each other, but in this case, both the diagonals has equal length and are equal in length. Okay, length of this diagonal is equal to length of this diagonal. That is rectangle. Okay. Then square. See, these are the properties of square. Opposite sides are parallel and all sides are equal. Here only opposite sides were equal, but here all sides are equal. That is again particular case of parallelogram. Okay. All angles are at right angles. Are right angles. Okay. All angles are right angles. And diagonals bisect each other. They even bisect here also. Not only that they are equal, but they bisect each other at 90 degree. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay, so we see parallelogram, then a particular case of parallelogram, a rectangle, then still special case or particular case, that is a square, and yet another special type of parallelogram is rhombus. Okay, what are the properties of these? These are of course different from each other. They may be having some properties common but not all. Okay, now what is the property of, what are the properties of rhombus is all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. Okay, they are here also. But what is the difference? Opposite angles are equal. Not that they are 90. Here they are right angle. They may not be 90. They are, if in fact, not 90. Had they been 90, that would have been square. So these are equal. Okay, opposite angles are equal. Okay, and diagonal bisect each other at right angle and bisects the angles also. Okay, so the diagonal bisect each other at 90. See, this is a right angle. Okay, and they even bisect the angles. Even the same thing is happening here also, but this is a square and it has 90. So this is a particular difference between the square and rhombus, that this is not 90. All others properties are almost same. Okay, so this is the difference between these two, and these are the properties of parallelogram, rectangle, square, and rhombus. Okay, now one more property is left. Adjacent angles are supplementary, that is only sum of the adjacent angle is 180 for all types of, all four types. So if you add these two, the addition is 180. If you add these two, addition is 180. If you add any two adjacent, 180, or if you add these two, it's 180. This is applicable to all four figures, all four types of these quadrilaterals or parallelograms. So I have given it in common that adjacent angles are supplementary, that is sum is 180 for all four types of the parallelogram. Okay, so we go ahead. So after having studied the properties of a parallelogram, we conclude it. This is Dr. Bharat Parab helping you in your studies. If you face any difficulty in this topic, let me know through comment section and I shall attend and definitely solve it. Okay, thank you. Good luck.